I hit my nose and it knocked over my gas pump. What is the matter with me? I don't know, but I know that I don't know much. But I know that I love you. And that may be all. Wow, what a Tuesday. Here we are. Lot-to-dee-dot-to-dee-dot-to-dee-do. Rotag Hatterad. Rotag Hatterad. What's up, Fred? How you doing? We're here. We're doing it. We're live. I've got a pokey thing in front of me here. Is it just, I think it might just be us, Fred. It might just be us. Isn't that neat? I need to change my filter to all messages because that is clutch. Fred, some people joined us. How about that? I was going to tip this over, and it did. And it did. What's the good word today? Are we going to do something today, or are we going to sit here and talk about absolutely nothing? Either way, it's things. Whew, it's warm in here. Holy God. I need to turn the AC on. Except for I'm in Minnesota and it is cold and we are losing temp by the day. Trying to figure out what we're going to do for dinner. Any suggestions? Let's do shenanigans. Yes, Neil. What kind of shenanigans can we get into? I mean, I don't know what. We could try. First of all, what should we tell Fred that he should make for dinner? Or should he even make something? Should they just go somewhere? Perhaps they should just go somewhere. Right? Dude, look at all these gas station glories on the table here. Which one's your favorite? 40 people just like that? Holy cow. Instantaneous. We have more people in here than I have gas station knives on the table. These are considered to be knives. Over here, more knives. Over there, more knives. I got knives down there, over there, over there, over here, in my pockets, on the wall, in the other room. Fred's going out. Go out for dinner. So what's everyone up to today? I am cleaning some shelves. Getting some stuff going. That's right, you're still on vacation. Neil is making roast chicken. He's going to have to go somewhere for roast chicken, though. So I have an empty shelf down here that I have put all my gas station knives on here. I have a couple of these little 3D printed shelves. I obviously have some better wooden made ones, but each of my shelves has its own unique. What's up, Drac? What does that have to do with anything? What would that have to do with anything in here right now? Hold on a second. You know, I mean, we're here and I was going to try to talk to you about knives. What does what I do on my own time have anything to do with that? Rude. Rude. Nice comeback. Good try. Good try. But anyone who asks that question like that knows exactly what they're doing. So, good try. Who do you do? Had stone crabs last night. Japanese the night before, thinking Cuban or Thai. Thai? God, those all sound good. You're a babe. I appreciate that. Don't speak English well? Well, you did all right. I was able to read what you said. You're from Korea? Right on. Well, greetings to Korea from Minnesota. This is a stack of what I like to call gas station knives. Are they high quality? No, absolutely not. Are they fun? Are they cool? Are they strange? Do you have large, geez, I can't even open this one. What is wrong with me? Crazy large toothpick knives? Sure. Four-bladed knives? I mean, why not? What can exist out there? Maybe a fixed blade that also turns into a larger fixed blade, right? I mean, why wouldn't it be? What's up, Kate? How you doing? Yami, how you doing? What's up, Don? Pirated. Got a bunch of fun peeps in here today. What's everyone up to on a lovely Tuesday? You like knives? If you like knives, you're in the right place. These are not Matchbox cars. They are all sharp, pointy things. Great tools for cutting stuff. Do you cut things? I cut things. I have to cut boxes open at work all the time. Packages, tape, other boxes of other knives. Tell me this one isn't neat though. I mean, locked out. Now we have a super long fixed blade that also folds. I mean, you know, why wouldn't you? Is there such a thing as a 420 or 440 stainless steel switch comb? Yes. Does it work? Yes. Is my hair a little dirty? Maybe I need to take a shower. Got a little sweaty today. That's fine. I actually picked this up at a real gas station. So this is an official gas station knife. A lot of them I get online, you know. So it's not really the traditional gas station, but they all fit the bill. Assisted opening. It will say like designed in the USA, made in China. Has a pocket clip that doesn't match any type of the or any part of the knife whatsoever. Here's another example: the howling wolf. You know it. Assisted opening. Look at the red back. It's like red bottom shoes, except for the exact opposite. It doesn't have value. It is negative value. Boom. Actual butterfly knife. I mean, if you've ever had a butterfly knife, you were wrong. This is a butterfly knife. No doubt about it. What's up, Joe? I mean, yeah. Wait, let me check. Yep. This is a butterfly knife. Balisong. Actually sharp. This one has a live edge with a serrate on it. I don't really balisong very much, and this is a cheapo. Bibimbap, dude, that's what's up, dude. Go for it, Fred. Korean does sound good. Dude, Korean barbecue, if you've never been to a Korean barbecue spot, I used to live in LA and there were some really good ones out there. And you sit down and they bring you all these little dishes of like kimchi and like pickled radishes and just all these neat little appetizer things. And you order the meat, they bring the meat out and you grill up the meat. Oh, very good. Very, very good. What are you up to today, Levi? Jack Daniel Jack Daniels used to be my jam. Not a big drinker. I'll have a few drinks here and there, but back in the day, I used to love a Jack Daniels, Jack and Coke. Here is the Flytanium Trainer. And then I do have a Squid Industries Mako V5, also Trainer. It's hunting season. Top 3 knives for deer hunters. Okay. Top 3 knives for deer hunters. The classic, the Buck 110. Right? You should include a knife called Karis in your collection. There is one. I need to buy one. Dylan Mallory made it, and it's an awesome knife. So I would say deer hunter, classic Buck 110. Could never go wrong with it. This one was made in the 70s. 50-year-old buck knifer. Right? I haven't had it for 50 years, but I bought it with the intent Buck has stamps on them, if you weren't aware. But if you look on the blade, I know everything's going to be backwards here, but this is a Buck 110 2-dot USA, which symbolizes it's between 1974 and 1979. I think a Skinner blade is a really good knife for if you're a hunter. I have not gone and used this, but I would think, I do have a couple gravity knives. I can show those. This is the Kaiser Urban Bowie. So this is a smaller little Bowie knife, but look at the belly on there. I submit that maybe for a certain skinning, this would be a great skinner. You can get in here like this. Look at that big old belly on there. You can just curve and get in there and do the work you need to do. I recommend that. I mean, you can also go with the classic Buck 119. That's a real deal with Bill McNeil. And then depending on what kind of hunting, you know, maybe you're hunting zombies, right? And if you're hunting zombies, then maybe this is for you. We've got a little bit of everything in here. I would say Skinner knives would be one of the main things. A good Skinner, a good slip joint Skinner. This is the Rosecraft Bow Creek Trapper. Nice big handle. I can get in there and it just sits in my palm like that. And then you can get in there and just do that skinning or that move that you need to make. It all depends on what it is you're actually doing. You know what I mean? If you're skinning or if you're just out hunting or maybe you're fishing and you need a good fillet knife or something like that, you know, there's a lot of variety. Most of these on the table right here are never leaving the house. These are silly knives that have mermaids on them, right? The gas station Love, my newest mermaid knife. Where is she? Where'd you go, girl? Oh, there she is. The Boker mermaid. Look at that beastly ugly thing. The tail is the flipper tab, because why wouldn't it be? Call it what you will, but I have a place in my heart for these silly gas station knives. Something about them, they're just fun. What am I carrying today? What's everyone else carrying today? Tell me in the comments there. I have this right here, the Gecko Customs Pictus. This is an awesome knife. S90V textured titanium. Never thought you'd be looking at mermaid knives. I got two of them. Here we are. I don't carry those though. I carry knives like this. This is a fantastic knife. I got a Blade Show Atlanta. Pictus right here. Gecko Customs is actually going to be making an XL version. Should be coming out pretty soon. It's about an inch larger than this, but other than that, it looks about the same. Your collection is lacking quality knives. Casey, I have shelves, multi-shelves, right? This is my cheap gas station shelf, covered with silly gas station knives. If I move this out of the way for a moment, because I love those. I also have all of these and all of these. And let's see, if you know some knives in your world, what do we see down here? Let's take a little side swipe. You go up here. Here's my current top 5. And then that is the gas station shelf, which is currently empty. Look at the beasts down there. All you need is a 119 and a Dream. There she is. The 119 and the Dream. I tell ya. Hanging out in the recording studio today. Doing some work. Getting some things done. So what did you say? My collection is lacking quality. Casey, what do you want to see? What's a knife you like, Casey? I like it when people ask me about knives and I have one. I might not. You say Spyderco, I'll be like, I don't have one. And it's not because I don't like Spyderco, I just don't. Rosecraft makes such nice stuff, and about them stopping modern knife production. Dude, Caleb, Rosecraft makes awesome stuff. Everybody, if you haven't watched Caleb, Caleb's going to be on. He does his live on Tuesdays. It's going to be in a couple hours from now. I think he starts at 8 or 9 o'clock East Coast time, which would be like 7 o'clock here, something like that. Caleb can come in and correct me. I think it's going to be in like 2.5 hours, approximately. Is that right, bud? But he does a live on Tuesday nights. Go check him out. That's a belly definitely nice for skinning. Indeed. Pictus is sweet. So today, I did take out the one. I was carrying the Pictus, and then on this side, I brought to work just to show a couple buddies. This is the Kaiser drop bear with the utility blade. This is something I don't really carry. I don't usually do the utility blades. But I wanted to show somebody at work that carries a utility blade, so I did. There he is, the knife man. What's up, Paul? So that was my secondary carry, and then my third carry that I've been carrying pretty much every day since I got it. I just got this 1931 Leatherworks slip, real nice leather slip with the orange stitching to match my orange knife and my orange shirt for the day. This right here is the C. Reisner Cutlery Kentucky Holler Jack, 154 cm on the blade, nice thick, very well built construction, orange bone, awesome half stop, really nice walk and talk. I dig this knife. I wasn't into the traditionals as much, and then I started getting more and more knives, and then now I carry 2 or 3 at the same time, and I can't not carry an old school traditional. They're fun. I have a few older case knives that I don't really carry all that much. The case knives are cool, but they're wobbly. This is an old Case Peanut. Rookie numbers. Truth. I don't know the count. We were talking about it. I haven't counted in a while. Camp Crystal Lake, where dreams are made. I'm around 440-ish is what I think. I don't know. We haven't done a count. We could do a count. We should do a count. I am going to start clearing off shelves, cleaning shelves. I gotta, clean up every once in a while. I usually keep the house pretty clean, so there's not a lot of dust or mess. But every once in a while, you have to go in and kind of. I'm always grabbing knives, so it doesn't really have a chance to collect too much. Like I can go right in here and go like that, and we're good to go. This one's clean. These are all pretty much dust free. I would say, if anything, maybe up here might have a little bit. Oh, there is a little. I don't know if you can even see that. I'm allergic to dust, so I usually keep it pretty clean. But 7 to 8 o'clock, 8:45 Eastern. So 6:45. So yeah, about 2.5 hours from now. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna rinse this out. Sorry. We're back. We are back. Camp Crystal Lake, where they film the only stone throw away down the road. Yeah, Joe, I'm jealous. I'm working on a sign. I want to make a sign. I haven't had a chance to get to it yet, but working on it. Now my hands are wet. Got this one from Fred. Got to send it back. This is that awesome KB Premier. This knife is sick. Look at that titanium, the contouring, the texture on there. Like a glove. I can't. The flick out's tough with the left hand. Putting pressure on that lock. I can't remember, and I think I already did a video on one of these. Something obscene. This is Fred's. I'm pretty sure I reviewed one already. I think potentially from Fred as well. I got to go back and look. But I don't know. I have a question for those that are in here. Do you guys remember? Did I make a video on the singing rattlesnake? Or did I only show it in lives? Because I thought I made a video. Hello from Estonia. What's up, Joseph? Here's the singing rattlesnake. Ting. M390 titanium. And it's got this. Ping. Some of that's not fun. Bought this one from Fred. He sent it for a review. And I was like, oh, I love this. He's like, well, it's for sale. I'm like, because this guy over here's name is Seabass. Whoops. Ting. But I don't think I have a video on it. I went and looked and I didn't see it. I couldn't find it. I backed up and I'm like, wait a minute. I swear I already made a video on that. But apparently I may not have. And that might be a problem. Because now I got to go back and make one. Oh yeah, gravity knives. If you have not been here before, you learn fast that I squirrel and get sidetracked very easily. I don't have any very nice gravity knives. I do have a couple. Here's one. So this is a Trezin, which is cheap. So this is like $25. This is the gravity knife. If you want to check out a gravity knife, see if you like them and you want to get into it more. Whoa, there we go. Kind of fun. I got this one too, is also a Trezin, a little bit smaller version. Kind of fun, right? Also budget friendly. Got a big old beast. Butterflies. Here we go. Squid Industries Mako V5. Whoa, Jesus. I suck. I suck, but it's like I can do a couple of things. I'm not big on them that much, but I do like them. Do I collect other things besides sharp objects? Polar Vice, how you doing? Good to see you. Collect. Yeah. Depends on what you mean by collect. Puzzles? Twisty puzzles like these. I have a lot of these. Things like this. T-perm. What's a T-perm?
Joseph Math subscribes to the channel.
Oops, I just pooped the bed. I just pooped the bed. I did not mean to poop the bed. I don't know this side. I'm gonna have to just start over. I solved white first to yellow top, and I was going with a green top, and so the colors don't match up for me. But I do collect twisty puzzles. I have some weird shaped ones. I have larger ones. This is a 9x9. So 9x9, you have to solve the centers. So I solved the green center, orange center, white center, and the red center. So I still have to solve the blue and the yellow. And then you solve each one of these edges and then solve it like a 3x3. So I have some weird puzzles, some strange ones like this, where it looks like a 3x3, but the thing is it changes shape. You see that? And so then when I twist it that way, it doesn't twist this way, it gets locked. And so you have to bring it to certain directions where then now you can twist that, but then it turns it into this jumbled mess. So I guess, if anything, I do collect puzzles. I've probably got 100+ puzzles. Hello from the Blaris? What's up, Fast Furious? How you doing? Interesting. I mean, of course I have a lament configuration. We can summon the likes of demons, which thee have never seen. But I won't. I won't. We don't need that today. Keep your mind sharp. I love solving puzzles. I haven't done it as much lately. Should we try one quick? We could try one quick. Although... So, should we... Okay, we'll start. Ready? Steady. Go. I am not super fast, especially when I start talking to people, but we'll do our best. All right, there's one corner. Blue and orange is right there. And second corner, we've got this one here. Third corner. And where is my, there it is. And we're almost there. All right, it's been a while and my brain is not working right now. Oh. Okay. Oops. Man, I am really off today. Okay. I keep going back to the same spot. God. So that would be like this. And then this would be, I used to know this one. Right back to the same place. Dude, my brain is totally not working right now. Okay. Oh, we got the top. All right, we're almost there. I apologize why my brain shut off. Ooh, a V-perm. I'll screw that up for sure. I wish I could be doing this a little bit quicker today, but apparently we are not. Bro. How's the chat? Pissed off at me? KDK can't cube. My world doesn't make sense anymore. Lou! My brain like went... And now I have this V-perm, and I'm trying to remember. Demco 8020.5. Well, Mick, I totally pooped all over my hands. Can you see it? Hello, my friend. What's up, Sandro? Clint. How many people did I gain or lose from just failing the hell out of that? Dude, my brain literally was like, what the hell's a V-perm again? And I can't even remember it right now. I should be able to just do it. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Some days you just can't keep it together. And right now I can't keep it together. I should probably juggle. I'll probably drop those all over the place too. What are you up to today, Mick? Jason Beecher, Kevin Smith and Nas, what the hell? M.O. Patty, everybody's popping in. What are we getting into on a Tuesday? What should we do today? What should we do today? I need to put these back there, which is an absolute explosion. because one of my shelves broke, and I went to fix it, and then I ran out of glue. I used a weak amount of glue. I knocked it off the table. I'm grateful, dong, and it re-broke. So I have to re-glue it, and I'm out of super glue, so I wasn't able to actually set glue with the glue. I could use, I have a 2-part epoxy, but that's just, it won't be too long before 1 square cube is a challenge. Right, Lou? Actually, the smaller they get, Lou, the harder they are. A 2x2 is actually harder than let me grab one and I'll show you. A 2x2 is actually harder than a 3x3. And the reason is when I make one turn, 50% of everything changed. Versus on a cube like this, I can go like this, 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 and everything over here stayed the same. So you can do a lot of moves with this and keep other things oriented. Versus the 2x2, you are literally looking at, 50% of the cube shifts. So let's try. Might as well just do a 2x2 really quick here. And there's that. We're halfway there. I can't do anything today. There we go. Now we're almost there. Solve the 2x2. Okay, now we can breathe for a second. Maybe I can solve that 3x3, but slow down. Maybe. It's gonna be all right. This guy's got a whole carnival. I was juggling these before, but it's really tight in here. There's very little room to juggle these in here. I did it the other day. With this table right here, though, it makes it quite different. What's up, Kane? Aw. Thanks, Lou. Paul? Might. You could never be. No, Paul, it's not possible. Because if you were, you would just fall asleep. You just fall asleep. Or maybe. At least I think you would. Maybe not. Maybe not. What's up, Zach? Or Zachary? Or Zachary Roberts, for all we know. Do we want to get into some sharpening today, or do we want to do a die project or something, or do we just want to screw off? Got pins? I got clubs. Where are my clubs? I don't even know where my juggling clubs are, because I have these. So why do we need the pins anymore? Just go straight to the knives, you know what I mean? What's up, Gons? You haven't seen me sharpen, Lou? Dude, I've done a few videos with this little guy. We took some that was like one that had a chip in it. It was like wouldn't cut a piece of paper to save its life. You could go right into it, wouldn't do anything. And then we're like, what can we do in 3 minutes? I got something you can jump. What can we get sharp? What can we do in 3 minutes with the small work sharp? And we made it razory. I did just get this bad boy right here. The Sharpall, 325 on one side, 1,000 on the other. So we could mess with that. We could totally mess with that. Gone zippity doo-dah. So yeah, we could sharpen something, I guess. test out that new stone, which I haven't even done the unboxing for yet. I probably need to do the unboxing for it. That's what I need to do. Okay. Gas station knives. Right here. Use it, let's go. I need to clear off this table before we can do anything. Put on some Depends. Dude, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Hold on. Gross. Gross. Absolutely. What was Grateful and Natural at? Am I not seeing Grateful? I have top chat. I was seeing them before. Live chat. You son of a... Paul taught me... Oh. I did all the work for that. All the work for... You sick... I love you guys. I love you guys. Sometimes I just don't know. Okay, we need to put these knives on that shelf right there. That's on you, not us. What kind of sick twisted shit is that? I still need one of these, which is unfortunate because I can't really fully do all four if I don't have the fourth one. Nami. Swipe that table with one arm and slam the sharpener down, big dog. Acid wash my knife jeans? Okay. So I suppose we should go through these as we table them, or as we shelf them, right? You should just ignore us like Tri-State. I mean, you know. Henry, my man. Okay, so got to get some. Let's get the uglies that are not going on the shelf up there. Showed this one already. None of these have high value. They're just kind of fun designs. What do you call this? Is this like a, what are those things that you put on the end of a rifle, like the bayonet or something like that? It kind of has like that kind of a look to it. But you could also fold it and use it like this, because why not? So we'll set that bad boy right there. Okay, we'll keep going with the big ones. Here's another silly folder. Boom, boom. I want that. Really? Paul digs the cool, the nicer, some of the nicer knives in the world. So to have him like one of my cheesy ones, this bad boy, absolutely huge. Because why not? Because why not? We have the 4-banger. Easily a 2-banger if you want. Hell, you could make it a solo, I guess. I mean, if you want to pick your teeth with it or something. I still need to put it on a drill bit or something like that. I think it needs to spin. The only way that'll look the coolest is if it spins. Is my guess. I could be totally wrong. We have the one that will cut you if you hand it to someone. What in the gas station is happening here? What's up, Vegas Dad? How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a bit. The old push through. What a weird design. But it's interesting. He's back. Hey, all. What's up, Micah? The Polar Vice. This one is kind of modeled after like a $2,500 knife that no longer is available. I don't know how many the guy made, but when they were available, they were about over $2,000. We got a little smock action. I'm blessed. What's up, Smocky? Oh, he's changed it to Smocky Poo. Oh, my little Smocky Poo. Anybody have a smock? I'm in the market for a smock. But, I mean, can I get a smock if you haven't touched it? Or do I have to get one and then make sure you touch it? If anyone, let's say, now if you were to buy a smock, crew wear, Rex, or is there's one that comes in Rex, number, insert number here. I do. I love it, and I do. Sharp. So yes, we have that shitty butterfly knife. This is a cheap $10 butterfly knife from 20 years ago. Crewwear or M4, he says. I think I'd go crewwear, personally. So everyone think, if you're buying a smock right now, what blade steel? Go. Lou says crewwear. Or whatever steel this one's in. I mean, tell me this is not just about as ridiculously perfect as a gas station. What we were talking about, the ultimate gas station, Grateful Dawn gave me this one. The crewwear with the aluminum handles. Yes. K390's coming. When's that coming? Grateful Dawn gave me this. I said this is pretty much the ultimate gas station knife because it's so gas station-y. But then someone who replied, I wish I could remember, I'm sorry. But they were like, the ultimate gas station knife, I feel like has to be some type of zombie apocalypse. Maybe also with a dragon or a American flag, eagle, right? You get both. You just get both. I'd go with crewwear over M4, but the M4 would be cool. The knife looks flammable. This one, maybe it is. Maybe it is. So the classic gas station pump, that one's gonna have to go like boom, so it's sitting upright. Right, it's kind of hard to see those from here. I know. We'll zoom in after we're done. The crazy, crazy zombie apocalyptic. Got this Silly's folder at a gas station. Ooh, get a. No, the gas pump one. You corn cob. The gas pump would be flammable. I want to get the corn cob Kalashnikov. That one's pretty rad. So this one says like wild turkey on it. Silly little slip joint. Not one of my favorites, but I saw it at the gas station. It was $8. It was like, yeah. It should also be a lighter. Missed opportunities. A lighter would be cool. Okay, we're getting down to some nitty grit here. I got to try to start organizing. We got these two little bad boys that I've had for probably 20 years. These are, oh, of course, Tac Force. Solid Tac Force buys right here. Assist. Into my foot. Ah! And we're okay. The Tac Force is still standing. Put those two bad boys right there. All right, we're displaying it up. He did. Why Civivi Praxis only has what in one model? I'm sorry, Micah. I lost part of that question. Old 9-toed Kenman. Can you Insta me your name and email so I can create that label? Gons. Mick's asking. Gons, get a hold of Mick. You boofed it. Ooh. Sup, you got any battle songs? I just had one. We'll get off the Flytanium one again. Next anticipated blade. What is that? Can that mean something that I've ordered already? Or why all black and only one not black? Sometimes they don't make what you want. My next anticipated blade. I have. Does that mean like something I want to order maybe? Or what? I have a couple that are on the way. I backed the Kickstarter for the Lander 5s. Those should be shipping very soon. I placed the order for the Hell Dorado from AZ USA. So the Hell Dorado and that other one that it comes with. Can't remember what it's called. Those two are supposed to be shipping pretty soon as well. What is that one new company that Tri-State was talking about that has a pre-order that has a really cool little Warncliffe blade on there? And I dig that. So I started modding knives, buying models that weren't necessarily in configurations I wanted. And then you change them, right? Zelda. I found this on, we decided to do a search on a live on Temu and found it on Temu, and then I was going to order it, and then I was like, I'm not ordering from Temu. And I ended up finding it on Amazon or whatever. It was a couple dollars more, but I mean, the fake Zelda knife, why not? Never got your package? Mick Butter. What package? So we're going to go ahead and put the Zelda knife right there on that shelf. I think that's going to be cool. All right, trying to save for the ones that I got as gifts. Ooh, we got the Albatross. Boom. What's your next anticipated blade? And when I'm asking that, I'm asking everybody. What's everyone looking at right now? What should I be checking out? What should I be on my radar for getting next? I already have an Albatross, so we're good on that. Cute little shorty, right? Put that one right there. We have the Robo leg. This one was unbelievably sharp in the unboxing. Ugh. Get a Bowie. I like Bowie knives. Get myself a Moorish. How much that gonna run me, Paul? How much that gonna run me? It'd be good for cutting miniature broccoli. I only get my broccoli in miniature form. I don't believe in regular sized broccoli. Broccolini. We have the Lightning Bolt Sunset. Moorish is the way. Moorish is the way. So put the Lightning Bolt Sunset there. Buck 119, you say? Pow. Look at how thick that is. I love it. I need to turn that off. We're going to maybe get some text bombs here in a second. So I'm going to remove it before it does. There it is. I like miniature broccoli. It makes me feel like a giant. But Lou, you are a giant, Lou. You are a giant. Tac Force Bomb. Because, yes. The bomb is surprisingly comfortable in hand. You would never think that this is comfortable, but it really is, which is kind of ridiculous. But I'm here for it. So we're going to bomb right there. We got the butterfly knife. The legit butterfly knife with mirror polish, hollow grind, all of like $4. I mean, right? We'll put the butterfly right there. Looking good. We're getting there. We are getting there. We have the neon laser with the blue blade. This was like $3. I mean, come on. It's actually surprising for $3. The blade's centered. It opens. It's solid. Oh, this one has one-sided thumb stud. Boo. What's everyone think about one-sided thumb studs? Kubi Sicario KU240 fixed has insane blade. If you look at it wrong. There are blades out there that if you look at them wrong, like this, the Jim Wagner reality-based blade. This is from Boker. But that is very specific. Lahey Zahir. One-sided thumb studs are dumb. Yeah, this is made for cutting very specific. You single? What state are you in? Hey, how you doing? I am in Minnesota. And I'm actually pretty happily single right now. Yeah, I'm single. Are you close by? Want to meet up? Oh, I tell you. Okay. Blue laser back there. We're getting close. We have this classy, fancy bad boy. In my opinion, single stud, bad design. Single stud. I'll take one single stud, please. I'm in Jax. You said Naples. Florida? It's very pretty, right? Cheapo. I'll be your single stud. You promise? What would be perfect is if Smock said, hey, I've got a Smock for you, bud. Got my DNA all over it. Minnesota. We are currently kicking it in Minnesota. Basically grew up, raised here, moved. I lived in Los Angeles for almost 8-9 years, and then moved back. Be close to family. Valhalla calling. I mean, of the gas station knives. Abby, if you're in the area, I'd meet up with you, sure. Valhalla. I believe KDK is currently accepting applications. How much is excellent steel still? Can't trust the Chinese, you need to tell us. There's a lot of steel that comes out of China that's fantastic. But if you trust me, see, the problem is I can tell you a steel that's good, but depending on the company that made it, how they did it, that has an effect, because if you you have to heat treat a steel. You shape the steel the way you want it, then you have to heat treat it to harden it. And if you do that poorly and it has a low heat treat, it's basically softer, it won't hold an edge, it will dull up faster, things like that. So that, it all depends. It all depends. What age do you think I am? Age is only a number. If I cut off my hair, well, I can still grow hair. I got some gray right here. Oh my God, it's the Grand Cheese Wizard. What's up, Lou? Says 9-Finger Knives. Is this turning into love match? You never know. You never know where you're going to find it. You never know. I'm a very rough 19. So if we Valhalla, I have to do the Valhalla partner. Valhalla. Robin, what's going on, Robin? How you doing? Robin, dude has some sweet knives that he posts photos of. Paul's been posting some bangers lately too. Does my age matter? I don't always talk about my age on the channel. I could be 30, I could be 70. I'm not 70. But I was alive in the 80s. I'll tell you that much. Okay, we are getting close. I bought this one at the gas station for climbing giants. Dual wheeled. Specifically for dual wheeled. One of them would be the Valhallas, which is fantastic. That's probably one of the better dual wheeled. I can't speak. This is my favorite dual. Boom. We have the Devo Stout V2 Vanex Titanium, and then we have the Stout, the Premium Pony Stout. This is S90V, right? In titanium. This is a great dual wheel. Paul Might, your collection is way cooler than mine, says Robin. Wow. Wow. Well, Paul does have some really cool stuff. But Robin, so do you, dude. So do you. I only date nursing home patients? That's not true. Employees too. Okay. I have this one. Paul, what was this one modeled after? This apparently there's a premium version of this out in the world. And this is just ridiculous. I saw it, I'm like, well, what's my favorite all-around blade material? 154 CM. It's a great middle ground steel. It has good edge retention, good durability, sharpens fairly easy, doesn't corrode too much, isn't extremely expensive, readily available in many different companies. Rich Made. So this is modeled after a Rich Made, except for this is the gas station version, which is okay. Okay, so that, so this is one of my first that I got when I was looking at some gas station knives. I mean, I've had some forever, but some when I started really getting into the collecting of the gas station. Boom. The Oily Dragon. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Can that fit on this one here? Yes, it can. We're getting there, kids. We're getting there. Okay, what does that say? If you're not into a nursing home, KDK could still consider you if you no longer have full bladder control. Abby, don't listen to Lou. He's just jealous. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, we're almost to the knives that were gifts. I have several gas station knives that were gifts, and I'm very grateful for that. We have this one here. KDK Quick Magic Trick. What do I do with my hands? I don't think I can. Okay. The mermaid knife, Robin, of course. It's a fun one, especially that one. It's nothing like my other mermaid knife. This one. The Boker Magnum Rainbow Mermaid. So I need to come up with a video. Oh, come on. It's hot. Lou, you know, Robin, you gotta let Lou be Lou. Snail Trail Dale, what up, dude? Dale sent me a new ring on the way, coming soon. Very excited for that. Can you sword swallow? Because that might be a match. Dude, a sword swallowing trick, that would be great. Because then we could be like a dual thing. And it was like, I juggle them, throw them up, and then she catches them. Huh? So, here's the question. I want to make a shorter video. The new queen of the gas station knives, right here. Kind of showing this before. I have the king of the gas station knives. Did we lose Abby? We might have lost her. I hope you're still there. We care about you. We're just having fun. Queen of the gas station, king of the gas station. This one was gift from Fook Doozle, my man Fook. So you got the dragon with the lightning bolts in there, and then you've got the oily rainbow mermaid, the king and queen. They decided to, you know, do their thing. Everyone has a Boker mermaid. It's required collection. And then we have the rainbow flame child. Wish I put one of my knuckles in the box so you could check them out. I'll review something for you. Send it. Pass it along. The family. The family. It's got mother's traits, but it also has father's traits. Micah. See, because if you look right here, right there, you can see the flame that shoots across there and there with that shape, and then look on the blade. It's got the same flame shape. So it's got some of the flame action from the father, and then the rainbow goodness of the mother. What's up, Simon? Proof's in the pudding when I do a wet shave with that bad boy. Did you see my newest one? This one here, Simon. Petrified Fish Scholar. 154 cm hollow grind. It should be able to get in there. Except for clearly I do not shave very much. It's colored like the mother. Yeah, well, you know, that's the thing. When you get into a gas station collection, you just got to go with it. And then sometimes traits happen. You have a baby and the mom's got blue eyes and the dad's got brown eyes, and the baby's going to have one, you know, like you don't always get to control that. And especially when you're in the hardcore gas station knives, I mean, the weirder and uglier, the better. The better. Why do you think people love this? My mermaid knife is unique, though. I don't know if anyone else has a mermaid knife quite like mine, and I'll show you why. I have a flaw. See the bubbles? See all the bubbles that go through the knife? Well, guess what? There you can see my hand behind it. That bubble didn't pop. It never got punched through. And so there's a chunk of metal stuck in that bubble that I tried pushing out, and it didn't pop out. It's like still well pressed in there. And so that's not supposed to be like that. Dangerous long hair. I better fix that. There we go. There we go. Okay. Still dangerous? We good? We're back? My tiny town has some that are really ugly and weird, but they want too much for them. Yeah. So you research, you find out what they are, and you research. Like when I went into a gas station on my way when I was doing my Blade Show Atlanta trip, I went into a gas station. I looked, and there was one of those little display cases that spins. And I was like, ooh, ooh, and I started walking closer. And then I saw that one of these was in there. And I already had the Valhalla. And I was like, oh, I know I'm in the right place. I know I'm in the right place. I started twisting that thing, and then I was like, oh, baby. Yes. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, you might be able to research it and find it, because they'll buy those cheapos and then they put them in that case. And you might be able to find the exact same one on Amazon and get it for $5, $10. 39 plus, because they don't sell too many of them probably. And then people that come in there, it's that impulse where they don't realize, and you're like, really under $40 isn't terribly expensive. So people might go for it. Battle Buddy. All right, that one gets to live up there as of such. Okay, so we have the family. Boom, boom, boom. We'll drop them down here. Well, I'm running out of space real fast. I'm going to go ahead and scoot the family. I'm going to tuck them right up front here. Bop, bop, bop. Okay, we're almost clear. We've got the ultimate hunting. Let's see if you can do one burpee. Bro, I'm not doing a burpee. I don't have the power for that. The same ones have been in that case for a year? Yeah. What's the smallest I have? Good question, Jawad, but first, I mean, why not have a lab and pheasants on a knife? It's almost like a requirement for life. All right, we're going to put that one here. So, question was, what was the smallest knife I have? This is my favorite smallest knife. So small I can barely hold it. Boom. Italian stiletto. And it's tiny. Is it bad that I'm that simple? Silver blade, black handle, all my knives have that in common. If that's what you like, and that's what works for you, and you like that uniform kind of look, power to it, bud, you know? Absolutely. My smallest knife right here, is that real gold? I'm sure it is. World's smallest stiletto, world's smallest Sagaya laser marked handle. So I did the laser mark on there. That cute little Sagaya pattern. Tell me that's not fantastic. Super detailed, tiny little knife. I do have this small one that I dig. I've showed this one regularly too. The lure. Tell me that's not fun. And it's just microscopic. I mean, the tiniest little thing there. And there you have it. Okay, we're almost there. Dude, that's actual stainless comb. A lot of these come with the plastic. Actual stainless for the win. For the win. All right, we only got gifts left. Oh, we got the Valhalla. Got to put that one in here. All right. This one is from Lanyard Man. Fidget spinner. It's only sharp on one side. Edwards. Good to see you, dude. What's happening? Used to have a plastic crappy one as a kid. It was the coolest thing. Dude, sometimes this is where this bases off of. Junky, crappy knives I used to see as a kid. They were crap. Today, same price, much better quality. I mean, are they sharp cutters? No. Are they fun little fidget toys? Yes. 100% yes. That needs to be moved over here. Give it a little more love. Oh, I got my other gas station, my gas pump. This is like a nice metal gas pump replica. Nice Jason mask. Thank you. I painted it myself. That's kind of part of the theme of the channel. Got that gas station knife right there. We're going to go ahead and put the pump in that. Okay. We're set. Couple to go. This one was given to me by Shay, the Howling Wolf. Oh, it's got the seatbelt cutter in there, the glass breaker on the bottom, assisted opening, redback, ugly clip, tip down only. You know the drill. You know the drill. All right. Howling Wolf. You can go right there. Don't tip over. much. That's not what I want. There we go. We're set. Couple to go. This one's from my man Nick. This is the Nick Fury. Gorgeous, shiny, hollow grind, blue, kind of a karambit ring with the ugliest tip down clip ever. Max Force. Max Force. What about a rust resistant knife? Yeah. I mean, rust resistant, then you could go with something like this is the Tactile Chupacabra in MagnaCut. MagnaCut is extremely rust resistant. I've seen some tests where they took a piece of MagnaCut and threw it in the ocean, and it doesn't rust. So Jawad, Tactile Chupacabra in MagnaCut. When you're over and not out, check for me the film. What film? Simon Kennedy. Hold on a second. What film, Simon? I just went to your channel. You don't have any videos. When you're over and not out, check for me the film. Oh, the name of the film is called Check for Me? Magna what? MagnaCut. Crawl. Simon, my man. No homework needed. No homework needed. The Glaive from Crawl. Seen it, been there, love it. Who else has seen the movie Crawl? Crawl was great because what was it? The sun would set and then the fortress would disappear and reappear somewhere else. The Glaive. I know a bunch of us have seen Crawl. Simon, Crawl is fantastic. Great movie. Everyone our age has seen it. Yes. If you are over 30, 40, 50 years old, and your hair, you've probably seen Crawl, and it's fantastic. Boom. Anybody have a Chupacabra? I love this clicky click. Crawl is saved on Tubi. Ugh. Dig it. Crawl's a fantastic one, though. You are in good company, Simon. A lot of us love that movie. I got this one from North Valley Neil. This is the needs to be primed 3 or 4 times, and then it starts opening. Still not. One more. Boom. Yeah, Crawl's great. I need to watch Crawl again. Boom. Wasn't Liam Neeson? That's like one of his first movies, I think. He has a certain set of skills. So this is the Golden Viper from N Valley Neil. Crawl is made from Rex 5000. Sure. Sounds right. That sounds legit. What's it made out of? Rex 5000. What's my specific MagnaCut? Well, this one. I was just showing it. This is the Tactile Chupacabra in MagnaCut. And then I have, I think, only one other MagnaCut. Why do I think I have another one? This is the Sea Fox. This is a one-off custom. I got at Blade Show, Texas. Really nice satiny hollow grind MagnaCut custom. The white is paper micarta and then koa wood. Tell me that's not gorgeous. the Sea Fox. This guy is at Blade Show, Texas every year. He is not in Atlanta, but he's in Texas. And so he does some really cool kind of fixed blades. He'll usually have like a dozen to 20 of them on his table, and they're all a little different. I mean, some of them have some similar shapes and stuff, but he makes them all kind of unique and kind of beautiful, one-off, custom. Really nice chunk of magnet cut right there. Also, like Vanex. Vanex is up there on the corrosion resistance, especially a Vanex with a black coating like this on this Devo Stout V2. Some people probably might like Vanex more than Magnet Cut. Paul, you still in here? Paul. Magnet Cut or Vanex? Riddle me that. What would Paul say is the question. What would Paul say? Chupa Magna. They're $250? Yeah. Yeah. Probably. I think when I got mine on sale it was 50 less than that. But sale price. Okay. Let's take a look at what we've done. Fix this quick. Is it perfect? No. Is it done? No. Always a work in progress. But here's our gas station shelf as it sits. I have one more of those. It's going to go back there. I'm going to rise those up a little. But we just looked at all those knives. Just got them all laid out there. LC200N. And we've done it. Now we have an empty table. Yeah. So what are we going to do with that empty table, Kenman? I don't know. Vanex. If I'm doing laps in the pool in my Speedo, Magna Cut for everything else. The chunky one, that one's a beast. All right. So if we have a clear table, now what? Now what? Should we sharpen this one? Is this the one we need to sharpen, Lou? LC200N has terrible edge retention. Dale says, it's not that bad. What are you cutting with? What kind of turds you cut with it, Lou? Actually trying to think if I even have any LC200N. Not the best, but for most uses it's fine. No magic card tricks. I mean, we can do card tricks. I'm not ready for that though. I'd have to go find a deck of cards. Oh, I know where they are. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm a little all over the place. Let's make it happen, says Lou. What are we making happen now, Lou? Card tricks? Maybe next time. Maybe next time. What's up, Murat? Murat, I apologize. I'm just gonna say Murat. How you doing? Am I gonna shave with this? We could. Gotta run, dispensary time. Much love, KDK and all. All right, B Shady. Hope you find something good. Spidey Chef has LC200N. Some quiet carries have LC200N.
At Dale's Snail Trail became a member. At Dale's Snail Trail celebrates 9 months of membership. STD is me, the diseased STD. Lol.
The diseased STD. You have Snail Trail Dale. STD. The one and only. Gonna chop some buffalo mozzarella. We got to snip some mozzarella. I got to always use the choke up with it though. You really need to get up close. Sharpen and shave with it like a real man, dude. I mean, it's sharp, but dude, that's not, I mean, that's, you know what kind of razor burn I'd get? I haven't shaved in forever. What's up, musky face? Good to see you, dude. I haven't shaved with a regular razor in over multiple years, let alone a knife. That would just turn my skin into like raw hamburger. Just picked up the new Medford 187 DP. I hope you like it. Got a Spidey Chef coming. That's why I said LC 200N. I reviewed, that was Neil's, right? Was that North Valley? Pretty sure that was North Valley's Spidey Chef. It's a good knife. I had fun with that one. Definitely had fun with that one. You got the bad boy. Praxis full or mini? I like larger, so I would say full. But the mini Praxis is very nice. So, you know, you can't go wrong either way. S90V Tanto, gonna send it off to get some work done soon. Got my TFF in the shop right now. Wish I could post pics in the chat. Musky Face, are we friends on Instagram? Find me on Instagram, and then you can post pictures on there, and then I can put them up on the screen. KDK in 4K. I felt like going up the stairs, broke your plate, spilled milk, hurt your knee, dropped your lemon square. Ron, I'm sorry. I apologize. I hope you have another lemon square you can get. And spilt milk, ugh, don't cry over it, but it stinks. Check out the Hamon on here.
Muraris subscribed to the channel.
Thank you for subscribing. Welcome aboard. We have some fun on here.
Micah subscribed to the channel.
I hit the table. Micah, thank you. I salute you. This is an actual handmade hand-folded sword from about 20 some years ago. I got this in 2002. Early 2002, which is wild. I'm getting a spam call. Thank you for subscribing, Micah. Welcome aboard. Regular live streams. Big live stream on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Posting videos pretty much regularly, shorts regularly. We're getting into more custom stuff. Having some fun. Having a lot of fun on the channel. Okay, we got that clear. There's a sudden uptick in goat bleeding, and I approve. Well, you know, we need some more goats up in here, right? I'm really enjoying this channel, y'all. Micah, thank you. We try to keep it a little wild and fun in here. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I mean, no one said anything about disappearing the poop knife. Did I do it too fast? I'm not very good at that. And the poop knife is kind of large, and so it takes up space. So I don't know. Okay, so I have this clear. I do want to move another shelf, or do we want to do a project? Do we want to dye something? You just want to sharpen stuff. It's kind of boring. But we all enjoyed it. Thank you. Should be every dairy carry time or universal carry time. Poop magic? I missed it, Lou. I missed it. So, what's everyday carry time or universal carry time? What's like what are my favorites? We can go through that quick. So I've got my table here. I'm gonna put this back out since we're not sharpening it at the moment. It looks a little bit more like we're doing some magic tricks on the table. Okay, Sharpening a knife right now, to replace your favorite hobby of fishing. Fishing is now second. I'm right there with you. Fishing is fun. When you combine the two, that can be pretty fun. Lay out your EDC top 10. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be more than 10. It's gonna be more than 10. So you want to see my normal carries? Okay. So I'm normally carrying a pen. Often it's going to be this one, the Big Idea Design Baseline Bolt Action. This one's in copper. You carried that, you EDC'd the Pretoria for a while. Usually a Benchmade or Spyderco or Concept. All good choices there. Okay, so every day I have my wallet. I don't have my wallet in my pocket right now, it's out there. My phone, which is right there, we're using it. I always have a pen, I'm always writing stuff and signing stuff. What's up, SK? I always have this pry bar on me. It's a small little nail nick pry bar, tobacco bone from Rough Rider, but it's a nice little flathead space for a little screwdriver action, or if you need to pry something. Doesn't take up too much space. It fits in that fifth pocket really well. I've been carrying this pretty much every day since I got it. I love it. It's kind of my third knife that I've been carrying. I've been carrying 3 knives for the last couple of weeks now. Got a really nice 1931 Leatherworks slip. Terry made that for me. You can order these on his website. He and Mad Yako started up a little page called Double Wide EDC. If you go to Double Wide EDC, you can buy some of the slips that Terry makes. He'll do customizations too. So I wanted it to be black on the leather and then orange on the stitching so that it matches my orange knife. This is the C. Reisner Cutlery Slip Joint Kentucky Holler Jack Halloween Edition with orange bone, the jack-o'-lantern, 154 cm. I've been carrying this knife every day since I got it. Really nice walk and talk. Great half stop on there. So I've got that and the slip that it goes in. So I'm carrying these 4 items pretty much every day. Sorry if you can't see this very well. They're underneath the chat. Okay, so that's my normal carry. Don't have any other weird stuff on me today. Now we'll get into some of my favorite daily carries. This is the one that I was carrying with it today. 3mm thickness to what? The leather? The blade? Which one? Gecko Customs Pictus. Fantastic knife. I love it. S90V textured titanium or micro milled titanium. I dig it. Boom. So there's one. The blade on this is thick. So 0.1 inch, just under 3, 2.9, about 3 millimeters on the blade thickness. So it's definitely a thicker blade. I love it. I love it. Because I do have this one I was carrying before that. This one's also really nice. This is the knife. This is the Rosecraft Elk River Easy Open Jack. This one's more like 2 millimeters, definitely thinner. Similar design, feels really nice in the hand. This would go in my pocket more if I didn't love this one so much. But I switch it up. Maybe one day this might match something more and I'll carry it. But this is another good one, the Elk River Easy Open Jack from Rosecraft. It's got Andy's signature skull logo on there. So I'll go ahead and set that one down there too. Okay, moving into this. Where do we go? Start with the top, with the bottom, with the whatever. How about we just random? Definitely one of my absolute favorites right now is this, the Concept Horlock. The good old Horlock. Terry from 1931 Leatherworks. Again, there's his logo on the blade. He designed this one fantastic knife. S35 VN titanium, awesome front flipper. Boom. The jimping is awesome on this. I love that jimping on there. Orlock is probably my favorite knife right now, though. Something about that ramp spot and just the way your hand sits in there, the way my hand sits in there. Concept Orlock. Bada bing, bada boom, right? Okay, continuing on. We're just in no particular order. Monterey Bay Knives Sabertooth. S90V Diamond Titanium. This one's a beast. I love it. Boom, right? Monterey Bay Knives Sabertooth. If that's a little big for you, they also sell the, sorry, I'm gonna fix my leg here. They also sell the Wolverine, which is just a little bit smaller, but basically the same knife, just an inch shorter than that one. Get both of these out simultaneously because it's fun to do it. The Devo Stout V2 and the Premium Pony Stout. I have the Stout V2 and a lefty, so I'm able to do thumb drops at the same time. This one's the Stout V2, titanium on the bolster with the lines, and then Vanex on the steel with that hollow grind lefty. Fantastic. And then the Premium Pony Stout. S90V titanium, smaller, but packs a punch. That choke up spot, my thumb sits in that ramp, plenty of space on the back, and it's a smaller knife. I love that. I really love that. Okay, continuing on. Tri-State Tri-Stash V2 with the full piss version. Boom. Tell me that's not rad. 154 cm hollow grind on there. I love it. Love it. Just traded your Sabertooth. Kind of sad. Traded for an EMP EDC relative, so it worked out. Hey, projectiles. One for another, right? Really happy with this. Haven't had it that long, but hasn't been out that long, but definitely enjoying it. Feels great in the hand. That choke up spot. Just really good stuff. Plus, tons of jimps. Shorty Scandi grind on this. That's a hollow grind. That's a hollow grind, which is even better if you ask me. Demco AD 20.5. Robin says, I highly recommend the Tall Boy. I'll grab that one next. It's on the list. Demco AD 20.5 with the shark lock. Boom, boom. Love it. Super fidgety factor. Really fun stuff. Demcos. Excellent. One more Devo here. This is the Tall Boy. It's definitely on the list. Also S90V. Great action on this. Great feel. Good choke up. Nice jumps. Secondary jumps up on the top. I love that. Boom. Devo Tall Boy. Sploosh. Okay, continuing. God, I've got a lot. I've got a lot that I love. These are my, like I said, favorite daily carries. Civivi Vision FG. Did the red dye project on this one. The last one's awesome. Yeah, the Devo Tall Boy is great. Vision FG. Love this knife. Super lock. Very similar to the shark lock. Great choke up spot. You guys see the one that the dude that made the Vision FG small, like he did a mod, made it smaller. Super cool. That's still in view. Okay. Did a couple fat hash blades to mend the knee. Nice. Concept Tuckamore. Tuckamore is an awesome knife. The one before that, the Demco. Demco is also great. Traded a Wixo, Vortex, and Remet Rhino as well. Not trying to screw anybody over. Yeah. I love this knife right here. Concept Tuckamore. Picked this up at Blade Show, Texas, 2 years ago. Black titanium and the micarta inlay. Sick. Sick. 4 millimeters on which one? On which one, bud? When we go fast like this, if I don't get the message until I'm 3 knives down, I don't know which one it is. But if you say like 4 millimeters on the red one, I can remember it was the red one. I'm not trying to yell at you. I'm just apologizing. Like when it's simple like that, I have no idea how far back that was. Hello from Russia. This one right here, that might only be 3. I don't know. It's not a very thick. Yeah, that's a 3 millimeter blade on that one. 4 millimeters actually thick. A lot of them are not quite that thick. This one used to be one of my absolute favorites. Price on the Demco. This is a base model Demco. So the base model Demcos are between $120 and $150. I bought $50 titanium scales, aftermarket scales, and put them on. So that's going to bring it closer to $200. But it had G10 scales when I bought it for about $120, $130. Fantastic knife though. Demcos are great. And they only go up, they have higher, better quality ones there as well. Carrying a T-Cal Piranha with extended grips. That's great, Ron. Excellent stuff. This is the White Mountain Knives exclusive mini Towser K from Kaiser. 154 cm and frag titanium with the Kaiser clutch lock. Yeah, I would much rather have the titanium too. That's why I did the swap. Those were on sale for $50 for that titanium scales, and I had to pick them up. And then I weathered them and beat the crap out of them. Okay, so I'm going to move this stuff down like so. There. And then I have a little more room here. So yeah, this was my top knife for quite a while. Just feels good when it's open right here like this. That is the perfect feel for me. The right amount of jimps, nice size, the tip's in a good place. Always got to have the tip in a good place. CJRB Riff, dude, underrated gem right here. The Riff is awesome. AR RPM 9 in micarta with the button lock feature. Got that big old fuller for flicking out. Oh, feels great in my hand. Big old jimps on there. I love this design. Steel handle on the last one. This one here is titanium. That's frag titanium and 154 cm. These, you might be able to find one, but that was a White Mountain Knives exclusive release through Kaiser with that titanium one. But I have 4 Towser Ks. It's a great knife. CGRB Riff, excellent button lock right there, no doubt about it. Flip that over. One more CJRB, the Pyrite. Everyone loves a Pyrite. This is the rose gold Pyrite Bowie button lock. Flicks out really nice, thumbs out great, very snappy. The Pyrite's an amazing knife, and if you're just going to get one Pyrite, get the Bowie. Sick, good stuff. Like I said, I have a lot of bangers that I carry on a regular basis. Oh, gotta have one from KC, the Knives Fast channel. Tempest Knives Microjet. .154 cm titanium. It was all silver. I did the two-tone. I did the blue ano and then the oily, kind of oily, bronzy, purpley hardware. Really, really good knife. That's a great daily user. Oh, I love the Kubi Titus. Kubi Titus with Altum. Flips out nice, drops shut, boom. You can drop it to your thumb and then just turn it around and it just drops. Blade's a little loose on that one. Tighten that up just a little notch. Getting a little bit of a loosey goose. Boom. Did my chat die? Or are you guys just quiet? Kubi Titus. Love this knife. Winner. Okay. Concept. Goblin XL. Right? Hold on a second. Let me fix this. Gotta go for a bit. I'll be back. I don't use Loctite. I know some people do. I really don't. Every once in a while, you might get one where the pivot likes to kind of roll out a little bit, and then maybe. But generally, I don't use it. Some people do though. SG2 HAP 40. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I apologize. Was searching knives and prices. Yeah, we're in the right place. We love looking for knives. We got a lot of folks like Mick in there and people that we're always recommending to each other, helping each other find sales and stuff like that. Help us spend money. This is the Concept Goblin XL. I believe this is S35VN. Yep. And titanium with the frag pattern on there. I love this knife. It's a beast, but fantastic. I picked this one up in Texas or Atlanta, one of the blade shows. But yeah, you can get these on Concept right now. Big old beast. All right, it's getting there. This is one of my new acquisitions from Fred the Lug. This is the Remet Meteor with the button actuated bolster lock. Get to the chopper! So you got that bolster lock, you can reach in and close it. Or if you're right hand, you can drop it down to your thumb. Or you can use the button. Button actuated bolster lock on the Remet Meteor. M390 on the blade, titanium, and then that twill carbon fiber. Fun knife. I really like it. Nice front flipper. Snappy. Yeah. No, she's good. She's good. Yeah. I'm loving the Chupacabra. Wait, which one? This one right here, Micah? This one. Remet Meteor. Button actuated bolster lock. So you can access that bolster lock like a normal lock, or you can access that button. And then full, you got the titanium bolster M390. That's a nice Primo. What's up, Neil? How you doing? Tactile Chupacabra. Tactile Knife Co. It's all good, bro. Micah, ask the questions. Fire them out, dude. We're here. We're interacting. I'm here to answer questions and to get questions. Sometimes I'll ask other people like, hey, what do I need to be looking for? We're all working together here. No doubt about it. I love my Chupacabra. This is cool. One of my only folder users with MagnaCut. Haven't really sharpened it or used it all that much yet, so I do want to experiment with that and kind of see, put it through the ringer a little bit. Okay. There she is. My lefty Concept Fenrir. Shredded carbon fiber titanium. Lefty lock. Real nice front flipper. And since we have this right now, this is a premium Concept version. Here is the budget tenable version. Really nice. So if you want to get a Fenrir, the budget tenables are fantastic. Look at this thing. It's a button actuated back lock. So it's a top liner lock actuated by the button. And you got that classic Fenrir design from Sparrow. The choke up on the front and the back feels fantastic. Super cool. Chupacabra versus the Ramette. They're both good. They're both good. I mean, I don't know. The Chupacabra has the back super lock action, like the Shark Lock super lock in the back. So that is a very ambidextrous lock that sits on the back right there. And the Ramette has a button lock and a bolster lock. So, I mean, they're similar, just which one are you gonna, similar in price. M390 versus Magna Cut, aluminum versus titanium and carbon fiber. I mean, they're pretty similar. Kiradashi and I don't know, Oyabun. What's up, Rice X? I only have 13 knives total, fixed blades and folders, but I have one in the mail that I won to make 14. Right on, Ron. What did you win? And what's your main? Like, so all of those, if you were to just grab one and use it, which one would you grab first? Kiradashi? Lefty Kiradashi? I got another one somewhere. I did the shipwreck on this one. Bought a cold steel Kiradashi with a triad lock. Right on. Right on. I have an Oyabun as well. If you're talking the cold steel. I'm not familiar with that one. What's up, Jim? Have a SOG Terminus with a really tight lock. Any ideas to loosen it up? Fingers are sore trying to work it. Well, the SOG Terminus is this right here. And your lock is really stiff. So it has that Axis style crossbar pull down lock. I think in order to do any work on that, you're probably going to have to take it apart. And then you may not be able to, you know, because often the Omega springs in the crossbar locks, some of them, like certain companies like Kaiser, will have multiple holes. So it's like an Omega shaped spring and it's clipped in here and here, and then you're doing that pressure stretching it out. But there could be multiple holes in there that you might be able to adjust and make that a little bit looser, because mine's actually pretty good. What's up, Kathleen? Things are crazy for you, but I actually won on Rob's last night. Congratulations, Kathleen. Rob's Nerdy Knives, he does giveaways and does his live stream every Monday. What did you win, Kathleen? Congratulations. How long did it take to get the giveaway, and what did you win? Oh, on Rob's. Sometimes it takes Rob a long time to get to the giveaway because people prolong it with the donations and the kazoos and stuff. Don't believe the Terminus has adjustment holes. Pivot might be too tight. You could loosen the pivot a little bit. I wonder if you can adjust the spring any otherwise to like make it a little looser or something, or maybe put a different Omega spring on it. I don't know. You might be able to loosen the pivot up just a little bit if the pivot is really tight. But I mean, it depends. Is it hard to pull down? Although when I pull down, it does push against the blade a little bit. So that could be that your pivot might be a little too tight. But when you loosen the pivot, you really want to be careful that when you go like this, you're not really getting the wobble on the blade. You don't want it to be so loose that the blade is wobbling around. But if it's really stiff, you might be able to loosen it a notch and still not have that blade have any play. I carried the Terminus pretty much exclusively for several months. Right when I got this, I like this knife quite a bit. It's got good action on it. It's got D2. I beat the crap out of it, didn't clean it. If you look, you can see there's a couple little spots. Those spots are kind of pitted, or they're not really pitted, but they're kind of like little rusty, little from letting it get wet and kind of not caring for it. But I kind of was like, I wanted to see, like if I don't, I usually wipe everything off pretty good and they stay. And I'm like, will this D2 actually rust out on me if I just kind of let it be? And I mean, this is a couple years old. I don't use it much anymore, and those haven't really grown. And if you use your knives and you get some spots and stuff on them once in a while, it's not the worst thing in the world. Thanks for the info. No doubt. Definitely try loosening up the pivot. That might help, but you don't want to loosen it too much. Okay, other absolute favorite banger daily carries that I don't have out. This is one of my favorite smaller knives. This is a great secondary carry. This is the QSP Mini Penguin M390 and then the jigged titanium. Fantastic for a little small knife. This is a small knife. Yeah, look at that. When I choke up a little bit, I'm getting almost a full grip. Great user. So as far as smaller knives, have a suggestion, EDC, for tightening. Huh? Cold Steel Kuridashi is 7 stops away. Dude, isn't that fun? I love like being like, oops, something's on the way. So if we want to stay with the smaller knives for a little bit, I like a little secondary carry. This little QSP is fantastic. I also, probably my absolute favorite is this one. I like Cold Steels. I don't have a Kyoto. I have a few Cold Steels though. This is the Civivi Mini Baby Banter with the Warncliffe. Tightening the screws. Oh, you need some type of a tool for the screws. There's a lot of different ones. You can just get a cheap, this for example, this I got at Walmart or whatever, this generic like hyper tough kit with like a whole bunch of screws or heads and tips and stuff. And then what I ended up doing is I have, these are the two things from that. And so I have like a T6 or these are actually both T6s right now. So you can buy a little kit like that that just holds the drivers and put them on there. Or if you want to get, like, here's another one I found from somewhere. I don't remember where I got this, but this holds the bits. So I've got like a T8 right here. Boom. And this is the little bit smaller, the narrower ones. I recommend Weeha bits though. The Weeha bits are a little bit stronger. They'll last longer. You can get a Weeha driver like this one here. This is a nice little hand driver. These work really good. I actually like the extension on this one. So you get a little bit more, but the extension also makes it the shorter tips. So you can have it with the wider ones or the narrower ones. So I have a bunch of bits. But I definitely recommend the Weehas. What's up, Big Hams? And I got this one recently from CRKT. Got a little swivel on it. Little $20 bit driver. This one's fun. You can also go on Amazon or something and just type in bit driver and find quite a few things. Find the one that you like. I recommend maybe picking up one of these, this Weeha driver set. These are nice to have. But what I usually buy is 10 packs. I buy a 10 pack of T6s and a 10 pack of T8s. Weeha! And then you have them. And what are you up to, Big Hams? It's like, yahoo! Let me grab a thing quick. Damn it. These are the ones I like to get. Sorry, it's backwards. So you get these 10 packs. So I get some T8s and some T6s. And you buy them in a 10 pack. And look, I've had this for like almost a year. Look, I still got 3 left in there. Excuse me. They don't last forever. But what happens is when they start to go bad, I just instantly get rid of them and throw them away, because if you have a little bit of a wearing on them or they're starting to strip a little, that's when you can mess up a screw on your knife. And if you only have like a certain knife, don't have extra screws for it, you want to be careful. Nothing much, big hams, just chilling, living life, getting ready to really start doing some stuff around here. I'm pricing out 2x72-inch grinders right now, and I want to start doing some stock removal in the garage over the winter. So I'm excited to get going on that. I've been started messing with some handles. This one's not quite complete. This is a blank that I bought, and then I pinned the handle on, and I'm still shaping it. So you can tell I still got to hollow that out and finish that up, and then do the final shape. But if you look across the spine, I got it nice and smooth and even all the way around. I just got to finish working this choil area, the money maker spot here where it meets the blade, and then kind of shape it and round off the back. This is another one that I've got taped off. I haven't glued this one up yet, so still got a little bit of space to shape, bring it down to that blank, get the pins shaped. Get that finger choil in there finished off, and then finish grinding and shaping that, and then we'll get into this bastard might be 5. I like how Micah can like almost pick millimeters just through the screen. He's like, 5, that one's 5. I'm like, yeah, that one's 5. That one's a hog, no doubt about it. So these should be done pretty soon. I'm going to try to work on those in the next couple days. I've got this blank right here. And I've got this micarta, nice linen micarta. You can see I've got it kind of cut or drawn up. I've already put the pin, or I've already drilled the holes, so I'll be able to throw the pins in there. This one's going to get black micarta pins. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to have these G10 sheets. So what's going to happen is it's going to be micarta, G10, blade, G10, micarta. So you're going to get that black line in between the red micarta, and then I'm going to have the black pins. So that should be a fun one coming up soon. I got another blank right here with the harpoon tip. Is that the model name? The bastard? The thick bastard. What's a good grinder? I'm not familiar with that yet. There's quite a few. I'm not sure which one's the best to get, but I can tell you it's not the $200 one on Temu. So you don't have to buy the $200 one on Temu. You don't have to buy the $3,800 one from whatever that company is. But a middle ground, especially when you're working with things and you're shaping things, you want everything to be stable and solid. And that cheap Temu one might have some wobble to it. When you're trying to make a nice precise line or putting a grind into something and it's not solid, that's when you're gonna, exactly, spelled correctly too, Lou, thick, the thick bastard. I'm excited for this one. Look at this. That's pretty sick. And then look at these chunks of wood I got. Got to figure out which way we want this chunk. Lots of spirally fun stuff going on. I can't remember what type of wood this is, but I got a book match set. So those would be cool for this warnie, right? Also got this ironwood book match set. Could be pretty fun. Where do you get the blade for the 5mm? I ordered that off of a company, not a real popular company, off of Amazon. I can't remember what it's called. But what I'm looking at now is there's a company called Alabama Damascus. that they make Damascus blanks and like steel blanks. And I'm looking at trying to pick up a few from them. And then the plan is I'm getting the grinder and stuff, and then I'm going to start just making the blanks. I'm going to do stock removal, just make them myself rather than buy them. And then I can start making the shapes I want. Got to learn how to do some heat treat, quite a few things, but it's going to be a good winter. How many knives do I own total? Ricex, I don't know. 430. It's over 400. Donnie, talk about knife makers. We have one in the building. Donnie from Blessed Knives makes some absolute bangers. This dude crushes them out of the park. And we're not talking fixed blades. We're talking folders. Beautiful, gorgeous folders. Donnie, someone asked, what's a good brand of grinders? You could just label a couple of them. When I asked Donnie that before, he was like, oh, this. He's like, don't get the whatever. Just started collecting of 18 cold steels and Opinel and a Higo no Kami. Well, here's your Opinel. Got to have an Opinel in the collection. Doesn't mean I'm going to carry it. My Higo no Kami, Nago Higo no Kami. These are fun. There you go. Ameribraid, Brodbeck, Fear, Housemade USA. These are companies Donnie recommends. So he's either recommending that because they're good, or he's recommending that because they're really bad, and he doesn't want you to make knives as good as him. And I can tell you the second one's a lie, because Donnie's not like that. Grinding, yes. Grinder, no. Little different. Slightly different. Check this one out. Laid Off Pete gave me this. The Real Steel slip joint. It was kind of fun. Like that? I joke, those are solid. Of course they are, Donnie. I'm buying one soon, Donnie. I need to chat with you. Little cold steel slip joint. Laid Off Pete had to send that out. He was like, dude, this is just kind of a cool knife. You need to have it. And I thank him. Exactly like that. Exactly. Except for you go back and forth, or you just... I bought Lazan 6-inch, and it's for... Dude, the Lazan. Yeah. That is a big knife. That is a cool knife. My buddy's got one of those. Those are huge. They're absolutely huge. Do I have any more that I want to add to this stack as a guarantee? Well, this for sure. The Drop Bear Compare. Got to have a Drop Bear. Drop Bear is fantastic. I use this in all my unboxing videos, all my showcases, because it has that pyrite size, that bug out size, that boom. Jim Weller soon to come in, I'm sure. Yeah, man, I have to remove that, and then not because of a connection to or away from, but we do not discuss any form of politics, no matter what side you're on. No religion, no matter what side you're on, right? That is something that is up for discussion, sure, but not here. Not here. We come here to relax and have fun and escape reality of life and talk about knives and horror movies. Don't be sad, yes, man. It's just that's a reality of things. There's a certain time and place for everything. Here is a relaxing, chill environment where everyone is welcome, no matter what your beliefs are in other realities or other things, other formats, other topics. But here, we talk about knives, weapons, tools, horror movies, puzzles. Oh, I did it before you could, Lou? I'm sorry, Lou. Next time. Next time. And again, yes, man, there is a specific place for that. But right now, I'm trying to relax and have a good time and share my hobby. And my hobby is not politics. Kevin Smith and Nas, what the hell? Kevin, were you napping during the live yesterday? Well, and then that's another thing. Yes, man, I kind of like overdid it on that. Is YouTube asks me specific things that I'm going to talk about before I go live, before I do anything. Get specific questions. One of them is, am I going to be talking about pew-pews? And I have to say yes or no. And the other one is this for kids or adults? And I have to tell them. And it's for adults. We're an adult, semi PG-13, moderately R-rated channel. That also does not, because what happens when you start talking about 9mm and stuff like that, and then that puts you in a whole different category that removes you from all other categories, because now you are in that category. And so it's not because of me. I own a few, but we just don't really talk about them because YouTube has regulations. I also say I don't. Not the reason I say PG-13 is because we don't swear too much in here. We're gonna swear a little. Oh, and also they talk about alcohol and drugs. And are you going to be talking about alcohol and drugs? Which we don't. Maybe a little. But again, that's more of that PG-13 range where, we're adults, but we're also kind of juvenile adults. We're adults who play with knives. The drop bear compare all day. Now I feel bad, like I don't want to be done because, I haven't done any fixed blades. I'm a delinquent. Adults, you heard me, Grateful. You heard me, Dirty Dan. Look at me. I try to curb my crassness. It's fine, Donnie. You're fine. Fixed blades. Where are my EDC fixed blades? Nice looking leather, Alti clip. Oh, I swear. Why are Damascus knives expensive? Well, the expensive Damascus. Strike that, rewind it, play it back. The expensive Damascus blades are generally handmade Damascus or hand-forged Damascus. So they are using different steels, putting them together, painstakingly heating it up, pounding it out, putting pieces together to create patterns and shapes and designs. Whereas you could heat up a chunk of steel, take it out, pound it out into a bar, cut the knife out, and then you have a knife. Or you can pound out that steel, fold it, create the Damascus, over and over work, then pound it out, and then make the knife. So it's just, there's that much more work involved to create it. Do you like Chinese brands like Sativian, Ifengro, and Han? I've never heard of the last ones. There's a place in the world for them. I've bought a couple of Sativians and a couple of Ifengros. I don't really recommend them too much. They're okay. The steel isn't heat treated all that well. It doesn't hold an edge all that well. There's some that aren't that bad. Lou, you still have this? Lou recommended this big boy. This is a Sativian ST155, absolute chunk. This really isn't all that bad either. For a Sativian, Got a big old front flipper on there. 1 minute to what? Robin, what's that 1 minute to? My eyes, I can't see that. Is there another live? It's almost 6. Chode alert. Do I have any machetes? Here's one. Oh! I'm sorry. It's 4:19. Got a minute? That's what you're talking about. I got you. My bad. It's different because here it's 6:19. So I wasn't on page. You have this one or you have the machete? This Sativian is an absolute chunk. I don't know if I have any more Sativians or Ethangrows. I remember I do have one Sativian that I ended up taking apart. The action on it was just not good. It was like $18. We need to get rid of the stupid time change. It's a thing. It's a thing. I'm not a fan personally, especially like right now we went back, and so now it gets dark in Minnesota at 5 instead of 6, which is just like way too early, and like I'm not a fan. I definitely agree with you. The time change thing is kind of eh. Donnie, time change doesn't bother me. I get the same amount of sleep and don't have a real job. Donnie, don't be bothered. Yeah, when you can get up and kind of do your thing and then pick your hours, it's not as a big of a deal. But to me, it's like I like daylight in the day. And in the middle, Minnesota's kind of, because we're a little further up north, time is meaningless. We're a little further up north, and so what happens is in the summer, the daylight will go until like 9:30 at night, and it'll still be sunny out. And in the winter, it'll be dark by 5 p.m. And I just don't like that. I prefer it to be, like, because a lot of times it's like if you want to hang out with some friends, you want to go outside, play around a disc golf, do something like that outside in the daytime. If you work till 5, that vampire, bitch, I live in a trash can. I like having the daylight go, because if you work, a lot of people work 9 to 5ers, so you get off at 5, you want to go play around, hang out with some friends for a couple hours before it gets dark. But in the winter, it just gets dark, and it doesn't need to be bright sunny day at 6 a.m. in the winter. I don't understand why we have to go back so it's 6 a.m. and it's sunny out. It's the winter. Nobody cares. Now maybe in the summer, I would say, oh, you want to get up and be able to see while you're doing your I don't know, it's just all backwards to me. Got the MKC War Goat. It's sick. I love it. I am the poorest MF on Sesame Street. What's up, Leonard, man? The poorest. But you're on Sesame Street, so you're living large. Sun should be like a light bulb. Turn it on and off when you're ready. Vamp Hunter was the first anime I ever saw, Donnie, says Robin. Spidoosh. Spidouche. Spidishery. So, fixed blades. I put this in my pocket. Put it in your pocket. I need to move this so it's a little bit more. Kenman crotch shot coming out. How's it going, dudes? All right. Excellent daily carry fixed blade right here. I'll show you everything in action. There it is. Look at that smooth, slim profile. Look at that hip. Put a tip on that hip. Anybody want to tuck a buck? All right, here we go. This is the Auxiliary Manufacturing Captain's Bowie number 1 of 11. Handmade in Reno, Nevada. AEBL, Ironwood, Rich Light, Thing of Beauty. The index finger. I have used this. You can see on the tip I've kind of worn it down a little bit. But boom, fixed blade, right in the pocket, tight. That's not going anywhere, not falling out. And boom, look at that. Smooth, slim, thin profile. Ooh. Getting in there, doing some work. 4 mil. You like these pants? Check this out. You want to load up the pants? Let's load up the pants. I usually don't tuck in my shirt, but let's go. All right. Fixed blade. Look at this. I have a pocket right here that has nothing to do with this pocket. So your knife is completely isolated. Put your phone in your pocket. It's not going to scratch it, anything like that. Right? I put my pen right here in this pocket. This isn't my back pocket. This is a side pocket. This is my back pocket. So you got a little side pocket right there. I'll take the boom. So I got that little pry bar there. Nothing in the back pocket on this side for now. We go over here. I can take a little secondary, put that in this one right here. And also completely separate, can have my phone or my keys, my wallet in this one, and then this is fully separated. Extra stitching so that it doesn't tear up as much from in and out of the pocket so much. Then we can grab the old slip joint, put that in the 5th pocket right there. Bada bing, bada boom, right? Should we keep going? Well, I think maybe I also want to carry my tall boy. Well, let's just go ahead and put the tall boy right there up against this side of the seam. That's not the back pocket, that's this pocket here. Just like that. Knife, 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 phone, wallet, keys, knife, pen, pry bar, piece of cake. So, Auxiliary Manufacturing, fixed blade, really nice. It's all about the Ulti-Clip. Ulti-Clip is what's up. Do I not have, where is it? Speaking of Ulti-Clip, all right, so we'll go right in here with another Ulti-Clip, all right. We have the Kaiser fixed blade Militar. Look at that fixed blade. So this is a larger one, might hang out a little bit higher. Boom, now you've got a full-size Militar fixed blade. I have disc golfed with this thing in. It's solid, it's in a good spot, easy out. Easy use, easy drop, back in, rock and roll, boom. What's the name of those pants? These are from Tactical Distributors. So if you go online, type in TacDis or Tactical Distributors, and these are the McQuaid jeans. So if they're like McQuaid tactical jeans. So they're designed to hold like magazines and stuff, like in a tactical sense, where there's just lots of extra pockets. They're like $60. Between like, there's a few different models they have, but I think most of them are between like $40 and $60. I love them. The thing is too, is they're comfortable. I wear jeans that just have one giant cesspool of a pocket. The uni pocket. My pants are riding up weird. Okay. I don't like to tuck my shirt in, so it's kind of giving me some funniness. But dude, so look at that. It sits right there. If you got this in, you wouldn't know that I've got this full-size fixed blade right there. Militar is a nice one. Extra jumps out on the tip. Solid stuff. And ultimately, for a big fixed blade with that ulti-clip in the pocket, dude, that doesn't take up much space at all. So if you carry a fixed blade, how do you carry it? Do you do it in a pocket? Do you like a scout carry, appendix carry, in the front, the back, the side, the boot? What's your style? Tell me more. Amazon driver lost signal. Any minute now. Any minute now. It's yours. I use the Vertex 511, paying about $100 each. I need a cheaper option. I haven't tried on either of those. Dude, look them up. Honestly, I have like 4 or 5 pairs now. I love them. You know how like all jeans like fit a little different, and some of them fit you better. Some of them are tight in the butt, or like loose in the leg, or tight in the leg, or something like that. These for me, they have like a few different styles. They have like the slim leg, and then the loose fit, and I've got like the loose fits, man. I love them. I've had several items from Tech Disc that never showed up. How long ago was that, Neil? Because I can tell you one thing. My mom ordered me a couple pairs for Christmas last year, right? And if they're not in Minnesota, I'm in Minnesota. And so my mom ordered 2 pairs. They shipped them to her. She got them. She got an email like a day later that was like, oh, hi, we're very sorry. We apologize. We did not catch it, but you are in Minnesota. Well, in Minnesota, there's no tax on clothing, and they charged tax on the clothing. They're sold out. They charged tax on the clothing to my mom when she bought the 2 pairs. Well, they figured it out. My mom didn't figure it out. They did. They messaged her and credited her the tax. Without, she would have never known, you know, maybe it only been like $10 or whatever it was. But they literally emailed her and said, hey, we're going to be refunding your tax. Would you like us to put it on the card, or do you want a credit, or what would you like? She's like, just put it back on the card. So I don't know, different times, different orders. I've personally ordered from them 3 times, and then my mom once or twice maybe. And I have not had any issues. So if I'm not denying that happened to you, and if that happened to me, I probably wouldn't order from them again either. But I'm just giving you where my experience was recently. The decision was Thai food. It was fantastic. Great, Fred. I'm glad you, what kind of Thai, what did you end up ordering? What was it? Tell us more. I'm getting hungry. I have Lim Thompson Kobun and Lim Thompson Thai Light ordered on the way. Anybody else got some knives on the way? I think there's an underpants exception to the Minnesota no clothing tax. They can charge double on underpants. Doesn't Thai food sound amazing right now? I had my first bowl of pho, Vietnamese. Anybody ever have pho before? P-H-O. It's like a soup with meat in it. Oh, so good. But I got the pho. I got a ½ pound of pork belly with sticky rice and some egg rolls. And bro, I usually don't get it in the summer as much because a huge bowl of hot soup is like not as good in the summer. Only every day of my 20s and 30s. Chicken massaman curry. What color of curry is that? Is that a red or a green or a... Lou, you used to eat pho? Dude, I love it. Except for it's a winter thing. Because it's just, you're eating all that hot and it just makes you hot. So if it's cold, it's perfect. Spring rolls sound good. Or pot stickers. Pan-fried pot stickers. Bomb. What's up, Cliff? Getting some titanium scales lasered for the Spyderco pair of 3 that's been rebladed with the front slipper and oval blade hole. Ooh. Cliff says pho is delicious. Oh, you get the combo with like the tripe and the cartilage and stuff in there, or you just go beef. I like the combo. Give me a little bit of all types of meats. And you look at the first time you look at like a piece of like cartilage and you're like, is this supposed to be in here? And then you eat it and you're like, oh, yeah. Right, right. Pho. I just fell into it because you just said that you had had the Thai food, and I just had pho 2 days ago. So dumplings and hot mustard. Ooh, ooh. I'm on board with that. A local New Jersey guy did your blade in Magna Cut. Cool. Cliff loves all Asian food. Same. I miss when I lived in California. There was like so many awesome places that we could go to. There's a lot of places in Minnesota too, but it seemed like the cultural food diversity, like out in the Los Angeles area, was just everybody was there. You know what I mean? Not as many different varieties and things like hot pots and shabu shabu and just all the sushi places and stuff. Anybody ever have shabu shabu? Ugh. Oh my god. A hot pot is so good. Unagi sushi is one of my favorite foods. Like just a primo yellowtail sashimi. Who knew eel tastes like chicken? I've had some good eel. That eel, like an eel roll with that sauce on the top, is pretty good stuff. You got to keep that chopstick hand strong. I want to take my son on a food tour of the Orient. That sounds really fun. You can take me. Take me. Please. 2 Chinese restaurants within walking distance. That's perfect. Ooh, I wish being in Korea, actual Korean barbecue in Korea. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, unagi is eel. Love salmon too. What do you think of uni? Which is my god. You know. Why is my brain sea urchin? God damn, dude. You know. That's what I meant. The little ball that moves around in the ocean. The sea urchins. My brain shut off. No, uni is sea urchin. Yeah, that's what I meant. Uni would be the one type of sushi that I've tried a few different types, and I'm not really much of a fan of that. Crab is good. I like, crab. Crab. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do with my hands. Do I have any more daily carry fixed blades? Yes, I do. We'll go ahead and take the fixed Militaw out. We'll get that down there. There she is. So I got my 2 favorite fixed blades right there. You got this, bro. I'm a sucker for the fish eggs. Oh yeah, the little teeny ones or the big ones. There's the ones that are larger, like the BB sized ones, and then the little tiny little ones. Oh, I like them all. Little poppy, little fun secrets. Kubi Dust Devil. Another one from KC, the Nice Fast channel. This is a really nice daily carry. You like the small ones better? I kind of prefer the small little ones too, but I like them both. This one's a nice daily. I don't have the clip with me right now, but this is another one that's smaller, fits good in the pocket, doesn't take up much space. The big ones freak me out. And then another small fixed blade that would be a good daily carry is the Kubi Quaken. On a cold day, I keep it simple. A little miso soup, udon, chicken, green onions. I am definitely getting hungry. Definitely getting hungry. I had lunch. We went out and had a buffet, like pizza, wing, buffet. It was good. But that was at 12:30. Did Caleb start already? He did. I thought he wasn't starting till 7. It's 6:39, Lou. I was waiting till 7 because he was starting at 7. See, I'm trying to promote other channels and help support other channels. And I wanted to go over there and bring some people over. I apologize, Caleb. He was in here earlier too, and I asked him. And it was 9 Eastern. Yeah, 7 Eastern is 5 o'clock here. And his thing said 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which brings us to 7 o'clock Central, which is 20 minutes from now. I had shitty Burger King for lunch. Yeah, sometimes.
Rock Blockbuster subscribed to the channel.
Thank you for subscribing, Rock Blockbuster. Oh, I miss going to Blockbuster. Gotta walk the pooch, Robin, right on. 7:40 Eastern Time right now. Again, Lou, I saw his thing and it said 8:45 Eastern, which would have put it at 6:45 here. Either way, he's on. And this is the link. Paste. Go. So Caleb is live right now with his Tuesday Knife Talk. I would very much appreciate it if you're looking for something to do right now. Go over there, check him out, give him a like if you like it. If not, I can't force anybody to do anything. But yeah, go check out Caleb 1776. I met him in Blade Show. Real nice guy. He's live. I think he's got a guest going on today. If you go over there, I'm in Central Standard Time. That's why I thought he was going on at 7 Central, which was 9 Eastern. Because I saw the one and it said 8:45 is the start time, which would be 6:45 here. I'm not making excuses. I missed it. Either way, if I had known he was on, I already would have sent everyone over there. I appreciate hanging out. Real good time. Got a nice little set of some standard daily carries out. Kind of a fun little live. But yeah, everyone, that link I just clicked, that will bring you over to Caleb 1776. Go ahead and, like I said, if you want to tell them I sent you over there, doesn't really matter to me. If you want to, that's great. If you just want to go over there, or if you just want to go do something completely different, that is great. It's EST, Central, Mountain, and Pacific. Yes, Lou. And he's 2 hours ahead of me. And so it's 8:42 there right now. It's 6:42 here. So that's why I thought he hadn't started yet. But anyway, we'll see you over there. Everyone have a great night. Thank you for hanging out with me. Appreciate you. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.